Welcome back to the Realm Report. It's been a pretty eventful month, so let's jump right into the topics. This month kicked off with a 4th of July fireworks show hosted by Peculiar and Black Lightning. The fireworks show took place in 2 separate locations, with the first part taking place on the roof of the Exchange. For this show, Peculiar designed a unique but fashionable firework launching apparatus. Overall, he was able to put on quite the spectacle, and as Peculiar always says, if you're going to make a firework launching apparatus out of a shoe, you might as well do it with some style. Later in the month, I relocated the apparatus to its own small island behind the Bagheera Dojo. Moving forward, it'll be available for any future fireworks shows. In addition, Black Lightning put on his own display over in Blackburn Village. This was a large production which included the grand finale. Thanks to Peculiar and Black Lightning for putting on these shows. I mentioned this briefly last time, but this month I began working in the nightmarish hellscape known as the Jungle. My mission over there was to prep the foundation for a series of group builds with the ultimate goal of designing the Jungle Racetrack. This will be a more complicated project than the island track because the plan is to incorporate the landscape of the jungle into the final design. In addition to Oldies who want to assist with building, we'll also be needing bodyguards to protect others who are working over there. I'll be creating a forum post centered around this project, and we'll also be accepting donations for blocks from anyone who would like to contribute in that way. All throughout July, Princess has been making preparations for a build competition over in the capital. When the original map was officially renamed, the idea was that it would serve as sort of the central city for the old world. The focus of this competition will be to add a suburban neighborhood as an extension of that idea. This will be taking place along Old North Road, which was a popular destination for builders when the world was originally opened as a realm. So if you're someone who'd be interested in having a base closer to the center of the old world, this is a good opportunity to do so and potentially win a prize along the way. This month, the old world's fastest growing sport, Swimball, kicked off its first season. This season consists of 4 teams competing to win the Steve Cup, which will take the form of a decorated pot featuring a shard of that team's choosing. Several teams got to work designing uniforms, and new arenas went up in different parts of the old world. The schedule is determined by the teams themselves, depending on player availability. Although each team is comprised of 3 starters, I still encourage everyone to pick up more players, as scheduling conflicts will arise, and it'll give more people an opportunity to play. To join a particular Swimball team, you should have the team's home community set as either a primary or secondary allegiance. In addition, only officially chartered communities will be permitted to establish their own Swimball teams. As creators of the game, the New Canaan area is exempt from this requirement, but moving forward, any communities that plan to eventually charter will be able to construct their own Swimball arena in order to meet the event venue requirement. There's also a new badge available for anyone who takes part in the league. The Server Swimball League is organized and overseen by Half-Ass Guy, so reach out to him with any questions. Believe it or not, next month we'll be coming up on yet another anniversary, which means it'll be time for the annual group photo. This process will be handled very similar to last year, where everyone who marked interested will be assigned a number that will correlate with their placement on the bleachers behind the White House. Last year I made the controversial decision to temporarily set the old world to peaceful for the day. This inadvertently resulted in the extinction of many beloved mobs, including Bob from the Exchange. So this year I'll be handling the setup a little differently by using barrier blocks instead. We want to get as many people online at one time as possible and allow them to safely AFK in their spots without fear of being killed. After the photo is taken, it will be converted into map art using an external program and displayed in the Exchange for the upcoming year. On July 9th, we held the Island Grand Prix 2023 at the Princess Path Racetrack. This was our first opportunity to test out the track that was built as part of a group build back in January. There were a few criticisms of the track at the start of the event, but as Oldies became more familiar with it and the races progressed, they just got better and better. It's safe to say that the final 2 races between Chozo and Peculiar were 2 of the most intense we've held so far. Here are some highlights.
Alright, so this is Chozo and Peculiar.
Why does it always end up with me racing 3 times in a row?
3, 2, 1, ding.
I hate those bits that stick out.
Yeah, me too. It's ridiculous.
Let me guess, if I beat Chozo, I gotta race Chozo again.
Not saying anything yet.
Oh man.
Alright, stop it. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Oh, God. So how many people are not breathing right now?
Race of the century right here.
Go Pack! Oh my God! Oh,
It always ends up being me
It's
having to race him
close.
twice in a row.
God!
Oh, it's
Except
close.
for this time.
Oh no!
Oh, you're good. Stop talking to us.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'll just stay in the boat.
All right, so now that Peculiar beat Chozo, they have to race again.
Of course.
You guys ready?
No, I'm exhausted at this point.
You got this, Peck. I believe in you.
3, 2, 1, ding.
The silence is deafening.
Neck and neck.
Oh. Wait, is this the last?
This is
The
the
last
last lap.
Yep. It is close. And
Dude, I'm too
Go,
old for that kind of
Speed
stress.
Oh my god. That was intense. Peculiar managed to defeat Chozo for the first time since the start of the Grand Prix series. Chozo came in second, and Half-Ass Guy placed third for the second race in a row. On July 23rd, we held the Old World Open 2023 at the Mount Oldmore Golf and Country Club. This was our annual Ender Golf Championship where the Old World's top golfers were able to compete for the coveted yellow jacket. Ultimately, the event was won by Black Lightning, who also set a new record by only using 28 Ender Pearls to complete the course. Our next Ender Golf event will be a TOW Tour, and this will be the first of 2 qualifying matchups before the next Old World Open in 2024. So I hope to see some new challengers over at the golf course when we hold that in November. Next month we'll be returning to the jungle for the Jungle Run number 3. This means it'll be time for Zulu to make his annual appearance at an event. As many of you know, the first Jungle Run was a simple foot race. The second one ramped things up by adding a bunch of new obstacles and sections. For this one, BMX has been toying with some new ideas, but he's always open to some help. Just reach out to him if you'd like to get involved. This event is every oldie for themselves, so there's no limit on the amount of people who can participate. With that said, the Jungle Run number 3 will be held on August 27th. And that wraps things up for this edition of the Realm Report. See you on the server.
Not to jinx Lynn, but this is the best I've seen people do on this hole.
Oh,
And you did it.
you say that.
Way to go, Peculiar.
I didn't say nothing.
How the hell did I do that?